Ever since the first ever seasonal leaderboards that we had very recently for Season 10, suddenly everybody is concerned and trying to build up their bubble team. Now, I understand that it is still very muchly pay to win if you want to get onto the leaderboard, but some of you do see it as an opportunity to get yourself a free secret pet, the Dark Lord. Right here in your bubble prizes at the bottom at 2.5 trillion, there is a secret pet right here. So more and more people are interested in their bubble team, and today I want to show you guys my bubble team. I've mentioned it in some of my videos, but ever since that seasonal leaderboard, I have been making improvements. I've been trying my hardest to get the best possible team that I can. Except for this week. This week I've been very lazy. But first, I thought I would just give some quick tips for those of you who are curious about upgrading your own bubble team. It should come as no surprise to most of you that hatching the highest tier pet possible is one of the best ways to get bubble pets. So, I believe the last event was the Gem Overlord. 24,000 bubbles when it's at level 40, enchant 40, level 25. 24,000 bubbles. That's pretty easy to get. A single Gem Overlord, especially if free-to-play gets auto-open and auto-delete. If you don't know what I'm talking about there, check out my last video about the biggest update ever in BGS. You can also go for shiny tier 2s. The Gem Shock was the tier below the Gem Overlord in our last egg. Shiny maxed out Gem Shock is actually stronger than the Gem Overlord, so obviously tier 2s as shinies are very powerful as well. So I nearly forgot this, and I'm just going to edit this in after, like, where it belongs in the video. I forgot to say this part. I'm going to show it off really quickly for today's vid. One thing I did not consider was a shiny Light Phoenix. I was talking about the tier 2s being strong when they're in their shiny form. Let's max out a shiny Light Phoenix, because this is the latest tier 2 pet to be put into the game. So this should be a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Look at that. 34,000 bubbles. It's 113,000 gems and nearly 40,000 in every world. So making a shiny Light Phoenix, if you're capable of that, or in the future, when free-to-plays have auto-hatch and auto-delete, it'll be easier to get these. Shiny versions of tier 2 pets do actually have great bubble multipliers. Same goes for mythic pets, although getting a tier 3 mythic is kind of difficult, or not kind of, very difficult. I've only gotten one so far, so we'll take those off the table. Let's assume they're not good. Next up, you could be looking at pets from the seasonal pass, like the Fracture here. So if you could complete, and you can very easily, every single day, all you've got to do is do the daily challenges of blowing your bubbles, hatch 500 eggs, or hatch 5 legendaries. 5 legendaries, very easy to do. If you just go to the spike egg here, you'll be able to get yourself the 5 legendaries very quickly. And of course, eventually you'll get to the end of your bubble pass at the end of the month, or near the end of the month, and you'll get your pet reward here. So last season was the Fracture, which is 18,000 bubbles, pretty good. This season is the Crimson Tetranium, which is actually only 17,000 bubbles. So it doesn't have to be the latest season, just do your best. And then obviously, probably the best one that is available to everybody, but is a lot harder to get, would be a shiny version of the tier 3. These things are extremely powerful. 48,000 bubbles. Extremely powerful, guys, and I in fact use this exact pet in my bubble team. So if you can think of any other relatively easy to obtain pets, let us know in the comment section down below. Of course, there are the index pets, which are not easy to obtain, but they are easy to trade for. They don't have a lot of value, so you could get a Rainbow Master, which is one of the index pets. This is 15,000 bubbles, is not too bad. But let's look at my team now, alright? You can already see the team has got a lot of shinies in it. Actually, I forgot to update it, so we're going to do some team editing together. But here we go. Kaboom! Big old pet team. I ain't no Kalogish level team. He is ridiculously good at the game. But I am slowly getting better. So let's go over them individually, and then I have to re-equip some hats on some of them and just set them up properly, because this team isn't the best version of the team. Like, for example, this glitch needs to go to be replaced by a shiny Gem Overlord. And I'm fairly certain this guy here, the flower, needs to go and is replaced by my maxed Eclipse, shiny Eclipse. I'm just going to update that team really quickly. So here is the team right now, guys. You can see it's a good mixture of shiny Bubble Pass pets, Tier 3 legendaries, especially these guys here. These were very easy to acquire, the Galaxiums, because the egg was here for almost a month, so I got a lot of them. I've got some other Tier 3 shinies here, the Gem Overlord, the Sucker Lord. This Spring Dragon I was able to get completely free because once my main account had a really good spring team, flower team, I just traded my 5 best pets to 9 alt accounts and I was able to make my own Spring Dragon. Maxed out, it has 50,000 bubbles, guys. Totally worth all of that grinding time. And next up is my very premium stuff. I've got 2 dualities here, which are completely max level. I'm thinking about trading one of these for a more modern secret pet, like the duality, the Radiant one, the Plasma Wolf Lord, the current new one, whatever it's called, the Galactic Paladin. They all have like a relatively similar value once their event is over and the egg is gone. They usually end up at about 1,000%. So I'll probably be able to trade a duality and maybe some other stuff for a slight buff to my team. I'll be able to get a newer secret pet, which will have more bubbles. And then finally, my current strongest is my Shiny Phantom, which is crazy, because the Phantom is, like, worthless, right? Shiny Phantom actually does 62,000 bubbles, which is absolutely insane, and it's why currently I only have 4 Magic Marshmallows. I need more of these. I should be getting them, but every weekend I've been too busy, so I might not be able to get to a Shiny until I start trading for them. But a shiny maxed out Magic Marshmallow will also be an improvement for my team. So let's go to my hats. I'm going to unequip all of my hats and I'm just going to start fresh because I'm fairly certain these goggles are the best. Okay, so let's go ahead and equip our entire team with these goggles to make sure that all of the relevant pets have them on. Boom. I love that it shows their name just here. It doesn't do this in the regular menu, does it? It doesn't. That's actually a cool feature. They should add that to the regular menu. I like that. Alright, now by the looks of that, I have got the glasses on every single one of my pets. The team looks insane too. The dualities are really big, so it looks really cool. We now blow 1.1 million bubbles. There we go. That looks awesome. 1.1 million bubbles is pretty... I'm proud of that, guys. I am proud of that as a very muchly premium player because you've got to think, and I'm not making fun of Kalogish here or whatever, but he has several shiny secret pets, right? And he blows, well, last time I checked, he blew like 1.5 million bubbles. He might be higher now. But the reality is that with only one shiny secret pet, I was able to get 1.1 million bubbles blown. That's with 11 pets equipped, okay? So you can really tell, like, with the difference between my team and Kalogish's team that has like the shiny shard and I think some other shiny secret pets that were insane. In order to add just a couple 100,000 more to my bubble team to go from 1.1 million up to like 1.5 million, I would need some insanely good shiny secret pets. And that is some wealth right there. Some wealth that I do not currently have, guys. So when you do see someone who can blow like 1.5 million bubbles, you can sort of now see from this video how impressive their inventory is because my team already includes a shiny secret pet, 2 regular secret pets, and the rest are all shiny pets. And I blow 1.1 million. I don't know how my numbers went down just then. Oh, right, my goggles have all come off. I forgot to update my team. No! The difference between a 1.1 million team and something like a 1.5 or a 2 million team, the wealth gap there is so massive that I've got... It just blows my mind that some people can blow more bubbles. It's crazy, man. It's actually crazy. But obviously, it is slowly getting easier and easier to blow more and more bubbles. The pets are getting slowly and slowly stronger. You know, right now, the most recent pet in its shiny form, which is not the Shadow Raven. Sorry, I don't have that. The shiny Gem Overlord is 48,000 bubbles on its own. The shiny Shadow Raven might be 50,000 bubbles, which means really... Tier 3 shinies are not that far off catching up to a shiny secret pet, a shiny Phantom at 62,000. That's pretty insane, guys. So, in the comment section down below, let me know how many bubbles you guys can blow. Let us know if you've got any other, like, pets that you think are really easy to obtain that have good bubbles. It might be great tips for newer players who are trying to get there. And like always, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, hit the notification bell to join the #blue team, and I will see you all tomorrow, guys, with a brand new video.